I need you to pause for a moment. Whatever you were doing before this, whatever you were scrolling to find, let it wait. This is not another random video that showed up in your feed. This is me reaching through the noise to find you. Do you feel that? That slight shift in the atmosphere around you right now? That is my presence breaking through every distraction that has kept you from hearing my voice clearly. I have been trying to get your attention for days, maybe weeks. That restless feeling you have been carrying, that sense that something is about to change, that was me preparing your heart for this conversation. Right now, across this world, there are millions of people searching for answers. But out of all of them, you are one of 7 I specifically called to hear this message today. Not because you are more special than anyone else, but because this is your appointed time. 4 people have already moved on. They felt the pull, but let fear or doubt convince them to keep scrolling. But you stopped. You are still here. And that tells me everything I need to know about what is happening in your spirit right now. If this message is already stirring something deep within you, if you feel the weight of provision trying to break through, consider sowing a seed right now. Even a small act of giving while your heart is still tender creates an opening for me to pour back into your life. And if you are feeling your heartbeat accelerate right now, if your palms are getting warm, if something inside your chest is tightening, that is not anxiety, that is recognition. That is your spirit saying, yes, this is real and this is for me. Just like Samuel heard his name called 3 times in the temple before he recognized my voice, I have been calling you, and this is the moment you finally hear me clearly. I want you to do something for me right now, in the comments. Tell me in your own words what you are feeling in this exact moment. Not what you think you should say, what you actually feel. Is it hope? Is it fear mixed with relief? Is it that flutter of something you have not felt in years? Let me hear your heart. I need you to hear me clearly because what I am about to say is going to sound impossible at first. 5 days ago, you were sitting somewhere alone. Maybe it was your car in a parking lot. Maybe it was the edge of your bed at 2 in the morning. Maybe it was the bathroom at work where you locked the door so nobody could see you fall apart. And you said something to me. You probably do not even remember the exact words, but I do. You said, God, I cannot do this anymore. I am so tired. I have tried everything and nothing works. If you are listening, if you even care, I need you to show up. I need something to change. I need proof that you have not forgotten about me. You whispered it so quietly that even you barely heard it. But I caught every word. I felt the weight in your voice. I saw the tears you tried to hold back. And in that moment, I made a decision about your life. I called a meeting in heaven. I pulled your file. I reviewed every single thing you have been through for the last 37 months. Every betrayal, every loss. Every night you cried yourself to sleep. Every morning you had to fake being okay. Every moment you felt invisible. Every time you wanted to quit but somehow kept going. And I looked at the angels standing around my throne, and I said, this one has endured enough. The test is complete. The wait is over. Release the flood. And 5 days ago I signed a decree with your name on it. That decree just went into effect. Right now, as you are reading these words, there is a shift happening in dimensions you cannot see with your physical eyes. There is a principle in my kingdom that what you make room for, I will fill. If you are feeling prompted in your spirit right now, partner with this word by sowing into the ground where you are being fed. When you give from a place of faith, not obligation, you are signaling to heaven that you are ready to receive what I am about to release. And I know what you are thinking. You are thinking, I have heard promises before and nothing happened. You are thinking, this sounds too good to be true. You are thinking, why would this time be different? Let me tell you why. Because you have never been in this exact position before. You have never had this exact combination of faith and desperation at the same time. You have never been this broken and this ready simultaneously. See, most people quit right before the breakthrough. They get to 99% and they walk away. But you push through to 100. You did not even realize you crossed the finish line, but you did. And now you are in the overflow. If you can feel that truth settling in your spirit right now, I want you to write in the comments what this breakthrough means to you personally. What changes in your life when this heaviness finally lifts? What does freedom look like for you? Let me see your heart on this. Here is what you do not know. For the last 37 months, you have had an enemy assigned to your destruction. Not a minor demon, not a low-level spirit, a principality. One of the high-ranking powers that operates over entire regions, and he has had one job: stop you. Stop you from discovering the authority you carry. Stop you from walking into the purpose that was designed before the foundation of the world. Joseph spent 13 years in a pit and a prison before he stood in Pharaoh's palace. Your 37 months was not wasted time. It was preparation for a promotion so massive that you needed to be fortified first. Stop you from becoming who you are destined to be. He has been studying you. He knows what triggers your fear. He knows which memories to bring up to paralyze you. He knows exactly which people to use to wound you. He knows how to arrange circumstances to make you doubt everything. And for 37 months he has thrown everything at you. He attacked your finances to make you desperate. He attacked your health to make you weak. He attacked your relationships to make you isolated. He attacked your mind to make you confused. He wanted you broken, defeated, and convinced that you are ordinary. The enemy did the same thing to Job, destroyed his wealth, killed his children, afflicted his body, turned his wife and friends against him. But what the enemy meant for destruction, I meant for promotion. Job ended up with twice what he started with, and so will you. But here is what he did not account for. Every attack was actually making you stronger. Every wound was creating wisdom. Every loss was building character. Every tear was watering seeds that are about to produce a harvest he never saw coming. Here is what is about to happen, and I need you to pay close attention because I am going to give you precise details. Vague prophecy does not build faith. Specific prophecy does. Within the next 72 hours, you are going to notice something you have been overlooking. It might be an email sitting in your inbox that you scrolled past 3 times. It might be a message request on social media from someone whose name you do not recognize. It might be a conversation that happens at the most random time in the most unexpected place. But within 72 hours, information is coming that you need for what is next. Do not dismiss it as coincidence. That is me orchestrating divine connections. Within 11 days from right now, you are going to be presented with an opportunity that makes absolutely no logical sense. On paper, you are not qualified. In the natural, the timing is wrong. Your mind is going to list 47 reasons why you should say no. But there will be a knowing in your spirit, a peace that contradicts the chaos in your head. Corrie ten Boom was asked to hide Jews in Nazi-occupied Holland. Logic said it would get her killed. Peace said do it anyway. She saved 800 lives and survived a concentration camp to tell the story that has touched millions. When that moment comes, and it is coming, trust the peace. Say yes to the invitation. That single yes opens a door to a dimension of favor you have never experienced. Within 28 days, you are going to see a financial miracle. Money is going to show up from a source you did not see coming. It might be an opportunity that lands in your lap. It might be a debt that gets forgiven. It might be an unexpected check. It might be favor with someone who has the authority to change your financial reality overnight. George Emler fed 10,000 orphans over his lifetime and never asked a single person for money. He only prayed, and provision showed up at the exact moment it was needed. Sometimes breakfast arrived while the children sat at empty tables. I am the same God who provided for those orphans. I am telling you, mark this down, 28 days from today, you are going to look at your bank account and see the evidence of my provision in a way that makes no earthly sense. Here is what Emler understood that many miss. He gave first, even when it seemed impossible. He sowed into the kingdom and watched me multiply it back. If you want to see this 28-day financial miracle manifest in your life, consider planting a seed right now. It does not have to be large. It has to be obedient. When you give while believing for your own breakthrough, you step into the same flow of provision that fed those 10,000 orphans. Within 45 days, something in your body is going to shift. If you have been fighting pain, you are going to wake up one morning and realize it is gone. If you have been battling fatigue, strength is going to return. If you have been dealing with symptoms that doctors cannot figure out, they are going to start disappearing. There was a woman who spent everything she had on physicians for 12 years and got worse, not better. But the moment she touched the hem of my garment, power went out from me and she was instantly healed. That same power is about to touch your body. Medical professionals are going to be confused. Test results are going to change. That chronic condition that has been stealing your peace is about to meet the healer who created your body in the first place. That woman gave everything she had in pursuit of healing. Sometimes the breakthrough requires a sacrifice that makes no sense in the natural. If you have been waiting for physical restoration, sowing a seed in faith while you wait creates an atmosphere for miracles. Your giving becomes an act of worship that releases my healing power. Within 77 days, a relationship in your life is going to be completely transformed. If it needs to be healed, healing is coming. If it needs to be restored, restoration is arriving. If it needs to end, I am going to remove it with such grace that you will look back and thank me. But 77 days from now, you will not have a single toxic connection still draining your energy. I am doing surgery on your circle. Some people are staying, some people are leaving, and the ones who are coming are going to blow your mind. Now, I have to prepare you for something. The enemy knows everything I just told you. He heard every word, and he is about to make 3 attempts to derail what I just set in motion. I am warning you in advance so you are not caught off guard. The first test is going to come through someone from your past, someone you have not heard from in months, maybe years, someone who hurt you deeply. They are going to reach out with what sounds like an apology or an opportunity or a second chance, and part of you is going to want to re-engage because it feels like closure. Do not do it. That door was shut for a reason. If you open it again, you will delay everything I just prophesied by 90 days. When they contact you, and they will, respond with kindness but hold the boundary. The past is not calling to restore you. The past is trying to trap you again. The second test is going to come through a sudden crisis. Something is going to break that costs money you do not have right now. An unexpected expense is going to pop up. A bill is going to be higher than you planned, and you are going to feel pressure to make a quick decision out of panic instead of peace. Do not react. Do not rush. Do not let fear drive you into an agreement that becomes a burden. When that pressure comes to decide fast, slow down. Pray. Wait for clarity. The breakthrough I just spoke over your life is closer than the emergency feels urgent. Do not trade long-term blessing for short-term relief. This is exactly when your faith needs to speak louder than your circumstances. One of the most powerful declarations you can make in a financial test is to sow a seed anyway. When you give in the middle of lack, you are telling the enemy that you trust me more than you fear the crisis. That act of defiance releases provision in ways you cannot imagine. The third test is going to come through a thought in your own mind. It is going to sound like wisdom, but it is actually doubt wearing a disguise. The thought will say, this is not real. Nothing ever works out for me. Why would this time be different? I have gotten my hopes up before and been disappointed. I am probably just setting myself up to be let down again. When that thought shows up, and it will recognize it immediately, that is not your voice. That is not my voice. That is the enemy's voice trying to get you to disqualify yourself from your own miracle. The moment you hear it, reject it out loud. Say, I will not agree with lies. I will not partner with doubt. What God has spoken is already in motion and nothing can stop it. If you are ready to hold on to what I just spoke over your life, tell me in the comments which of these 3 tests you know will be the hardest for you. Is it the person from your past, the financial pressure, or the thoughts in your own mind? Be honest with me. I want to know where you need the most strength. Now let me give you the action steps, because hearing truth without obeying truth changes nothing. First, within the next 60 minutes, you need to speak this out loud, not in your head. Out loud where your ears can hear your own voice. Say this 3 times. I am marked for a breakthrough that defies logic. Every attack against me is canceled right now. Every closed door is opening right now. Everything stolen is being restored right now, multiplied. What God has spoken over my life will manifest. I receive it. I believe it. I walk in it. Say it 3 times before you move on to anything else. Second, within the next 24 hours, you need to tell at least one person what God is doing in your life. Not the problem, the promise. Not the struggle, the shift. Find someone you trust. Send a text. Make a call. Have a conversation. Tell them my season is changing. When you testify before you see the full manifestation, you release faith into the atmosphere. You create the reality you are speaking. Third, write down the 5 timelines I just gave you. 72 hours, 11 days, 28 days, 45 days, 77 days. Put them somewhere you will see them every single day. Your bathroom mirror, your phone wallpaper, a note by your coffee maker. When you look at those dates daily, you are stewarding prophecy. You are watching for fulfillment. That is not superstition. That is alignment. Fourth, identify one thing in your life right now that is draining your spiritual energy and remove it within 24 hours. You know what it is. It just came to your mind. Maybe it is a habit you have been tolerating. Maybe it is content you consume that leaves you feeling empty. Maybe it is a conversation you keep having that pulls you down. Maybe it is a place you go that steals your peace. Whatever it is, you have one day to eliminate it, not reduce it. Cut it off completely. Your breakthrough cannot flow into a cluttered spirit, and here is another form of clutter that many do not consider. Holding on to your resources when I am prompting you to release them. If you feel a tug to sow financially into this ministry right now, do not ignore it. That is not manipulation. That is the Holy Spirit creating a channel for blessing to flow back to you. Obedience in giving clears spiritual blockages that have been preventing your harvest. Fifth, and this one is critical, share this message with 3 specific people. Their faces or names just popped into your head while you were reading this. That was not random. That was the Holy Spirit showing you who needs this word right now. Send it to them within the next 2 hours. When you become a messenger, you become a magnet. When you activate breakthrough for others, breakthrough activates for you. Do not skip this step. Let me tell you what happened to people who heard messages like this and actually did what I instructed. Sarah from Phoenix was 3 days away from eviction. The notice was on her door. She had called every family member, every friend. Nobody could help. She was out of options. She sat in her car that night and watched a message like this on her phone. She followed every single instruction, even though part of her felt ridiculous. She commented, she shared it. She spoke the declaration out loud in her car. Within 6 days, she got a call from a company she had interviewed with 4 months earlier. They offered her a position that paid twice what she was making before. She paid her rent. She paid off 3 credit cards. She had money left over. Today, she runs her own business, helping other women get out of financial crisis. Michael from Toronto had been applying for jobs for 14 months. Over 500 applications, 0 interviews. He started believing something was fundamentally broken in him. One night he could not sleep because of anxiety. He was scrolling his phone at 2 in the morning and came across a message like this. His hands were shaking as he typed the comments. He felt like an idiot speaking declarations out loud in his bedroom, but he did it anyway. He shared the video with 3 friends. Exactly 11 days later, a recruiter contacted him about a position he never applied for. The salary was 40% higher than anything he had hoped for. He got the offer. He starts in 2 weeks. He told me later that the day he got the call was 11 days to the hour from when he watched the message. The next part of this message contains the most powerful blessing I can release over your life, but it only activates if you have done what I told you to do. If you have not spoken the declaration, if you have not committed to sharing this, if you have not told me what you are believing for, you are trying to receive without obedience. That will not work. And if you have been feeling the prompting to give financially and you have been resisting it, now is the time to surrender. Holding back your seed while asking for a harvest creates a contradiction in the spiritual realm. So what you have been holding, release what you have been gripping. Then come back and receive this blessing with clean hands and an obedient heart. So if you skipped any of those steps, pause right now and go back. Complete them. Then come back and receive this. Are you ready? Have you obeyed? Then listen closely. I decree over your life right now that every season of lack ends today. Every door that should be open swings wide today. Every chain that has held you breaks today. Every curse spoken over your bloodline reverses today. Every enemy assigned to your destruction is removed today. You are stepping out of survival mode and stepping into overflow. You are moving from barely getting by to having more than enough. You are shifting from being overlooked to being celebrated. You are going from forgotten to favored. I decree that opportunities are opening right now that you did not pursue. Connections are forming that you did not orchestrate. Resources are being released from places you did not expect. Favor is going before you, preparing the way. What you have been praying for is manifesting. What you have been believing for is materializing. What you have been waiting for is arriving. I decree healing over your physical body from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Every sickness leaves now. Every disease goes now. Every pain stops now. Your body will function exactly how I designed it. Strength returns. Energy multiplies. Vitality increases. Youth renews. Health restores. I decree financial breakthrough over your life. Debt cancels, lack disappears. Poverty is destroyed. Money comes from expected and unexpected sources. Bills get paid. Needs get met. Dreams get funded. You will have overflow to bless others. You will have more than enough. And as this financial breakthrough manifests, remember the principle of the kingdom. You reap what you sow. If you sow sparingly, you reap sparingly. If you sow bountifully, you reap bountifully. As I release abundance into your hands, make sure your hands stay open to give. Support the ministries and messages that feed your faith. When you do, you keep the cycle of blessing flowing in your life. I decree peace over your mind. Anxiety dissolves. Depression lifts. Confusion clears. Clarity comes. Negative thoughts get replaced with truth. Worry exchanges for trust. Fear transforms into faith. Your mind renews. Your thoughts shift. Your perspective changes. I decree restoration over relationships. Family bonds strengthen. Friendships deepen. Love rekindles. Trust rebuilds. What was damaged gets repaired. What was lost gets found. What was dead comes back to life. Toxic people get removed. Genuine people get attracted. Right relationships flourish. I decree that your gifts make room for you. Your talents open doors. Your skills get recognized. Your voice gets heard. Your influence expands. Your impact multiplies. You get positioned for promotion. You get placed in rooms with decision makers. You get seated at tables of authority. I decree supernatural protection around you. No weapon formed against you succeeds. Every trap set for you catches your enemies instead. You are untouchable. You are unstoppable. This is not wishful thinking. This is prophetic declaration. What I have spoken is established in heaven. Now your faith pulls it into earth. Stand up if you can. Lift your hands. Receive this. You are blessed going out and coming in. You are blessed in the city and in the field. Everything you touch prospers. You are above and not beneath. You are the head and not the tail. If this word has touched something deep inside you, there are a few ways you can respond right now. First, in the comments, I want to hear from your heart. Write down one sentence that captures what you are feeling right now after hearing everything I just spoke over you. Is it relief? Is it hope? Is it that first breath after being underwater too long? Tell me. Second, share this message with someone who needs to hear my voice speaking directly to them today. You know who they are. When you become a conduit of blessing to others, blessing flows back to you in ways you cannot measure. Third, if you have been feeling the stirring in your spirit to sow a financial seed into this ministry, do not let this moment pass. Click the thanks button below this video or find another way to give. Your seed is not payment for the word you just received. It is partnership with the word. It is you saying, I want to be part of spreading this message to others who are desperate for hope, just like I was. When you give, you multiply the reach of what just transformed your life. And finally, make sure you subscribe so you do not miss what I have to say to you next, because this conversation is not over. Every video on this channel carries breakthrough. Now walk forward in what I just released over your life. Your miracle is not coming. It is already here. Your new season has begun. Live in it, breathe in it, thrive in it, and as you thrive, remember to give back into the soil that produced your harvest, in Jesus' name.